everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are doing part 2 today in this Mystic Art Mirrors page. This is from her set of 5 illustrations called Monster Party. And we did the hurt and the pumpkin in part 1. I'll link that in the description of this video in case you missed it. But today I thought I'd make a start on the skin. So there's lots of elements to this page. I wasn't sure what to go for next, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the skin and I'm going to give a little bit of a glow on this side, because what I'm going to do, but it's going to be like a blue glow. I'm going to put a little bit of a blue glow there because I'm going to make this moon a blue moon. So it's going to be obviously blue, and then it's got like a really pale blue white glow around it. So it is going to have a bit of a bluey white glow on the side of the face. Let's see if we can pull this off. It'll probably look a bit weird at first because I've not actually coloured the moon yet, but when we've finished the page, hopefully it'll all come together. So I've pulled my pencils out what I want to use. I'm just going to look for a really pale blue now, the palest blue I can find, and we'll have a see. I think the lightest colour in the lightfast is this mid ultramarine. So we'll have to go for that one. So I'm going to put this colour down first. I'm going to zoom you in on her face, don't worry. Oh god, this thing. I've got that horrible glare. Lovely glare on the hair, ignore that horrible glare. So I'm firstly going to use, it is the mid ultramarine. And the moon's here, so that's a cloak there. We will have some on a cloak and we could do a cloak as well, but a face, I want some blue tinge around here. I'm not worried about going over any of the black line art right now because that can be sorted out later. So you can see where I've put that blue. Let me bring it up so you can see it's very pale on this paper. So it's just a really light cover and blend it out. Blend it out there, and then now we've pretty much mapped out where I want to go with the glow on her face there. I'm going to start off skin as if you would normally start out with skin. Shall I pop a bit of this on her hand as well? Do you think there'd be a bit of a glow on her hand? Pop a bit on a little hand there. Only on this hand though. There. Now we're going to start the skin like we would with any other page. So I don't know if this oyster is going to be too light, because when you're using a sort of toned paper like this is toned blue. These do, you know, pink, light pinks can show up as whites on this paper. So I might go with a slightly darker. I might try this dusky pink and see what this goes down like. So dusky pink, light layer. You know what I've just noticed as well? There's a bit of hair I've missed there. I forgot that violet pencil because I will forget if I don't I'm just going to do a block colour on this bit. Just let me get rid of that. If you noticed I missed that, you're a good one. There, that'll do. We do have these little bits coming off, but we can do that another time once we've coloured whatever's in the background. Right, back to the dusky pink. And we're doing a light layer. You can see that she's got these sort of tears out her eyes, coming out of her eyes as well. Don't know how I'm going to tackle that yet. Not decided. So I am just putting down a light layer of this all over her face. And right up to this bit where we've put the blue as well, we want to blend that in. Blend that into that colour. I feel like either there's something stuck to the paper, like some sort of grease mark, or ink in the middle of the nose there. I might put some freckles over her nose to cover that up. So again, coming up and bringing this blush into the blue. A little bit of a chin in between her hands there, not forgetting that bit. And then I'm going to bring this same colour over onto her hands as well. So, light layer of this all over her hands. Blending it into that blue. And then I'm thinking she's got some sort of little crop top on. This looks like a crop top. A little top that stops there. That looks like it would be skin. And this is where the cape is tied. 2 pieces of the cape's tied. This is a boob, like a boob tube crop top. That would be a belly. This is just what I'm seeing. If you think I'm wrong, let me know, but that's what I'm seeing. And then it looks like these are shorts. These are socks and boots. So this would be a leg. Am I right? Or am I right? And now we can bring some brown tones into it now. So I think I'm not the best with these pencils yet. I'm still learning how to use these for skin. So I'm hoping this turns out okay. If it doesn't, do your own skin and don't follow mine. What am I like? Burnt sienna. I'm going to take this round all the edges of the face. Oh, it's a bit too orange, I think that. It's a bit too orangey. Ugh, snapped on me. Right, really light layer of this I'm going to put down. I'm not going to put much at all. I might have to bring in a more of a brown tone. I really thought that would be more brown. It's quite orangey. Or maybe we can just turn her into a pumpkin. Like she's got pumpkin makeup on. Or maybe she has really got a glow going on, hasn't she? Let's just bring that up a bit. I will bring a brown into this as well, I think. I'm not happy with that being so orangey. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Oh, something terrible happened around here as well. Not far from where I live, there's like a it used to be where they put the market on, the market stalls, but they stopped doing the markets. But it's like a huge car park area, and occasionally they have the fun fair on there. And they put the fun fair on there, I think it was last week now. And over the weekend, obviously, it's opened. And then there was, you know, the local Facebook groups we have that, you know, let you know what's going on in the area. Someone posted on there that there was loads of police near the fun fair, and they was asking what's going on, like what's gone on there. And someone replied saying, I don't know if it were teenagers. Some people thought it was teenagers what have stolen a car and they've been being chased by the police. And the people in the stolen car have crashed through the gates of the fun fair, and then they've jumped out the car and the car's still been moving. So the perpetrators have jumped out the car and run off and left the car running, rolling forward, and it's gone into the trampolines that were on the fun fair. It's run over a lady who's apparently broke a fibula, and her boyfriend, who was trying to help her, has got cuts to his hands and things. But, you know, if it is teenagers and they've stolen a car and they think it's all fun and games, you know, if they'd have killed somebody, whose life does that ruin then? Whose life does that ruin? All over thinking it's great to go and have a little joyride. Do you know what I mean? They don't think, do they? They don't think what can happen. It's horrific. I'm just glad my daughter wasn't there, because she asked me last week if she could go and sleep over at a friend's house, and then they wanted to go to the fun fair the day after. Well, this was the day that it happened, the day that she wanted to go, and I said no this week, because I said no, not this week. And you know, you never know, do you, what could have happened if she were there. Don't bear thinking about it, does it? But yeah, I'm just glad not, you know, hopefully the lady with a broken leg recovers quickly. Just glad there was no children hurt, because it could have been a lot worse. I'm just going into the corner of the eyes a little bit with this colour and just bringing it up in the edges of the nose. Just trying to do some framing of the face now, so trying to get in where the little nose would be. Maybe pop a bit of that colour over there, like the bridge of the nose, a little bit. Right, I may as well carry on with the arms as well and pop some of this colour around. I am going to put some brown tone over this, so it will dull it down a little bit. But I quite like that she looks like a pumpkin, if I'm honest. I'm quite liking that she looks like a pumpkin, I'm not going to lie. She's not got enough skin. If her hand wasn't covering her cheeks, I might have had a go at actually drawing a little pumpkin on her cheek, but there's not enough room there. There's not enough room there. So also, me and my partner had a rare, well, I suppose you could call it a date night, but not really. We don't call them dates. But yeah, we asked my mum if she'd sit in with the kids for a couple of hours so we could go to the cinema. And we went watching The Exorcist Believer. It was alright, it was good, but you basically already know what's going to happen, don't you, with The Exorcist, because it's just like a remake. So it wasn't too exciting, but it was alright. It was alright. As to being expected, it was. Just gonna pop a bit down there, a little bit on the belly, and then a little bit around the leg area. Yeah, it was either Exorcist Believer they wanted to make me watch, or Saw, the new Saw movie. I said, no way am I watching Saw in the cinema. Said I ever had enough time watching it at home, because I don't like gore. So the whole time, if we've got anything like that on at home, I have my hands in front of my face just going, oh no, cannot do it. Right, let me find a brown tone now. Look at her, she's so cute. She's so cute. Where's my thing? Let's have a look at what might be a nice sort of skin tone shadow that can dull down some of this orange, unless we do want to make her a pumpkin. Do we want to make her into a pumpkin? See, that's the colour I was meant to pick up, the regular sepia, and I picked up burnt sienna instead of sepia. I think it was the sepia I wanted to use. Should I use that now, or is it too dark? I might go in with Van Dyke Brown just to start with, see how dark that goes down. So I don't want it to be really dark, I just want something to put more of a brown tone into it. Van Dyke Brown, where are you? Van Dyke Brown. I really should have found this pencil first, and then I won't be eating into my time it's taking. Note to myself. There we go, let's give it a little sharpen. Yeah, also, as well, when we got back from the cinema, it was the start of the new series of Big Brother. Van Dyke Brown. The new series of Big Brother started in the UK, here in the UK, last night at 9 o'clock. Big Brother got cancelled over here years ago because there was some controversy over it getting a bit too heated. There was, you know, just drama after drama that ended up in legal things when they got out. Like bullying accusations, racism accusations, what else was there? I forgot. So they just cancelled the whole show. But now after, is it 20 years it's been gone off the screens? I think after something like 20 years they brought it back. So it was the first one last night and they put 16 new people in this house. For anybody who doesn't know what it is, although you've been living under a rock if you don't know what Big Brother is. But they put 16 contestants into a house from all walks of life. Some, you know, led very different lives, and they put them in. And then they normally start arguing with each other. But yeah, I really like, I don't know if she was Chinese, I forgot her name. She's lovely, she's so cute. Oh, it's gonna bug me, I forgot her name. I was just looking at how cute she was going in. And at the time she got put in, Big Brother was playing musical statues with the rest of the housemates. So Big Brother said, stop the music, so they all had to stand as a statue, so that when this lady went in, they was all just stood there still, like not doing anything. I think she was a bit like, what's going on? But yeah, I didn't like, they put a Scouser in there who, this man, I forgot his name as well. You don't learn the names though until you've watched it for a few weeks, do you? But they put a Scouser in there. I didn't like his attitude. He seemed like he was very full of himself, shall we say. Arrogant. Yeah, I didn't like him. And I wasn't keen on, I don't know, she might not be like that when she's in there, but I wasn't keen on one lady who went in screaming. I can't stand screamers. You know, when they're just screaming because they're excited because they're going in, but they're over the top screaming. And I was like, no, just shush, woman. But yeah, this pencil's not feeling like it's gripping the paper. Now, it can't be that I've put too many layers down, because I've hardly put any layers down. You can still see white space. So I don't know if it's just something dud with this particular pencil or the paper. I don't know, it's not liking it. And I am only using the light layer here. I'm just trying to get anything down, but it's not gripping. And when it is gripping, it's putting these lines. That glare is disgusting as well. I'm hoping it comes together. I'm going to add more of that blue as well, because I've just realised, you know what, if you're watching this first and then you're going back to following along, don't cover that blue up like I have just done. You know what, I've been talking too much and I completely forgot about the blue I'd put down. I've gone over it by accident. So I will put that back in, but don't you do it. Don't you go over that blue. If you've been following along from the get-go and you have, I apologise. I sincerely apologise. You'll just have to pop it back in like I'm going to do in a minute. I'm just drawing a line up from the nose to try and get a bit of definition on the nose. I can't believe I've gone over that blue. I'm such a donut. Seriously. think I have issues concentrating on more than one thing. So I'll just put that colour there, and we'll go on to the hands, and then we'll pop that blue back in the face in a minute. Don't like that line it's creating there. Might have to erase that if it don't rub in. It's sort of script onto the paper weirdly. This is the only reason I don't like toned paper for his skin. I just have issues with it. Let's try and get a lighter layer over there. Let's be very careful. But this pencil as well, this pencil's a bit... I don't know what's up with it. I have to blend that with a blending pencil or something. It's just not... I don't like it. I don't like it. It's done it again. It's just gripping onto the paper strangely. I'm going to erase that and just go back in with the pink. I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't like it though. It's got to be gone. It's got to be gone. I'm going back in with the Dusky pink. Blend a bit more of that around there. Then back in with the Van Dyke brown and try and just not have it do that again. Be careful, Kirsty, be careful. And my washing machine's broke as well, I'm so sad. It's covered with insurance, but you have to book an appointment for an engineer to come out for repair it. And, you know, it's not the quickest. They are coming out tomorrow. But whether they'll be able to fix it tomorrow is another issue, because if they come out tomorrow, find out what's wrong with it and say, oh, we need to order a part in, then you can wait up to 2 weeks for a part. So we'll just have to see. But having 5 kids and no washing machine, let me tell you, it ain't fun. If it's tumble dryer or anything like that, I don't mind, because I went years without having a tumble dryer. That doesn't bother me. You can dry your clothes any old way. But washing machine, not having a washing machine when you've 5 kids, it's not it. So I've been taking some washing around my mum's house. I might take some more in a minute actually. When I've done here, I might take it on my background. I took a big tub of my washing powder around. I was like, you can use that. Because the kids have a bit of, every now and again, sometimes they're fine, and then other times they have a big flare up of eczema. And at the moment, my son, he's got it all here, you know, in the crease of his elbow. Didn't realise how close I was to the camera then. But in the crease of his elbow, he's got like quite a bit of eczema going on. So I got some oilatum for the bath, for when he has a bath, and I've got some of this. This is really good actually, the C45 cream. That's really good for it. But he has a big whinge when I try and put that on. What is it with kids and cream? They hate it, don't they? Absolutely hate it, I'm not joking. We're still in frame. I'm going to be honest. I'm not loving how this is looking at the moment. And it might be where I just hate it. If that happens, you know, hopefully yours looks better. If you're using regular white cardstock, it might just be fine for you. It is literally, this paper is, I always find it tricky to do skin. I don't know why, I just do. So it could be, if you're doing a white cardstock, yours might be absolutely fine. But if yours is being a bit dodgy with you like mine, I am sorry. I am very, very sorry. I'm going to pop a bit of this under the nose, where the nostrils are. You can pop them in a bit darker. Right, I'm going to pop that blue back around here now, you know, because I messed up. In fact, I might be able to erase it. I'm going to erase around this top bit here. Let me bring my rubber out a bit better. I'm going to erase because it'll not cause any problems. Just erase there and then a bit at the bottom. Oh my gosh, don't do that, Kirsty. Don't do that to me. What's it doing? It doesn't like me today, this eraser. I have a love-hate relationship with this eraser. Right, that's better. We've got our glow back, sort of. So back in with the blue and just really get that back in and then blend it into the rest of the skin. I'm just a donut, aren't I? Love making my life hard, but this is a lot of the time why I prefer to colour when the camera's not rolling, because I just make mistake after mistake after mistake. Mostly a lot of my pages are just cover-ups. Like I'll do something wrong, then cover it up with something else. What is that now? Why am I getting all these marks on the page? It's not lying out, that is it? No, let's get rid of it. Let's put some of this on. And then a bit on a hand again, because we got rid of that as well. In fact, erase that. Because you just totally messed up here, didn't you? And I'm showing everybody else how to mess up as well. It's just great. So pop that blue back in on a hand, that's better. That's a nice little glow. That's a nice little glow. Pop a bit there, it might make that bit better. It might make that hand better. Can't make it any worse. Right, I'm gonna pop in a little bit of heather. This is either gonna be a bad idea or a good idea, but I just want to pop some of this in to give her. Oh, stop snapping pencils. Give her a bit of a warmth, a bit of a rosy, bit of rosiness. That's a really nice colour, that actually. What was it? Heather. Right, do not go over the blue, Kirsty. Do not go over the blue. Do not go over the blue. I have to keep telling myself, do not go over the blue. I will, however, sort of just buff a little bit around the edge of it. all the dust away. Oh, it looks a lot nicer with a bit of pink in. Do not know what I'm doing here. Right, I'm going to start at the bottom here and blend a little bit into this blue, but I'm not going over the blue. Important, do not go over the blue. Just going to put a bit around the edge. There we go. And then onto the hands. Pop a bit into the hands. We're still in frame, still in frame. Again, I'm going to put some into this blue, just around the edges of it. Not forgetting a little belly and the legs. And then I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to use Oyster. Using Oyster for the end of a nose, because we're going to keep a little white highlight on the end of a nose, and then I'm going to buff it around a little bit just to soften the edges. I think we've got our emergency vehicle going past the house in a second. You might hear it. And then I'm going to get the Dusky pink just to put it around the edges of where we put the Oyster, just to blend it even more, blend it a bit better. I'm also going to use the Dusky pink to sort of burnish anywhere I might have now what needs going over. Don't go over the blue though, don't go over the blue. Do not go over the blue. You're listening at the back? Do not go over the blue. Maybe a little bit in the corner. And the hands. Make sure we've got all the legs burnished. I'm going to add a bit of the Oyster into the arms as well to create a little bit of a highlight in the centre. And blend around it with the Dusky pink. Blend it around. There we go, that's the best that one is getting. Although I'm going to add a bit more Van Dyke brown into these legs, I think, in the corners. Just a little bit more. It's a bit too orangey in there, I think. Just add it to the edges. I'm going to do these tiers as well, so the same blue we've had for the skin I'm going to use for this tier as a base, and then I'm going to get a darker shade of blue for the outside of it, and then right at the end we'll probably use a white gel pen around there as well. So where's the second darkest blue we've got here? Let's try a mid ultramarine. I think as well we've got to go for blue eyes on this little girl. I'll bring this up and try and angle it a bit better so we've not got that awful glare. So you can see when I zoom out it doesn't look quite as bad. It doesn't look quite as bad. So this is mid ultramarine. I'm just going to pop a bit of this towards the bottom of the tier, and we popped a bit there. Same with that one. Right, I'm going to do her eyes now, so I'm going to leave this mid ultramarine out as a base colour for the eyes. So if we sort of stay there, use this colour all around, get it in there. And then I'm going to pick a darker colour. So let's have a look. The sapphire looks quite nice, but is it too dark? I think we'll go for, should we go for a mid blue or a sapphire? Let's see, mid blue 70% is this one, which was sapphire. No, we'll go for sapphire. I'm good at changing my mind. Sapphire, sapphire. It's probably going to snap on me that I've done it a bit too much. So let's just do that. So I'm going to use this colour right on the inside. This doesn't like this paper either. I've got some pencils but I just like, no, really do not like it. It's gonna line the outline with this colour. I feel like the pencils might not like this paper, you know. There's definitely something funky going on. There we go. So I'm going to go back to the lighter colour now and just burnish it all. And where's my lighter colour? mid ultramarine, let's try and blend all that colour out a bit better. There we go. Now I need a black for this pupil. Can find a black. Where would that be? There we go. Let me sharpen that. So we're going to do all the eyes now, which is my favourite bit. All round the outside of the eyes. So let's start with the middle. She's got a big pupil, hasn't she? It's like big eyes. I'm going to go over those highlights that have been mapped out because I'll put my own back in. So I'm just going to block this out with the black. So she'll look freaky right now. She looks scary right now. Let's corner the eye. Do the other one. Block that out. See, the black colour works nice on this paper. I didn't have any problems there. I feel like it's just some colours not laying down nice on here. So it was the ones I used for the skin, weren't it? Alright, I'm going to outline all the eye now. So all this is like almost like heavy black makeup around here. A heavy black lid. So we're going to go for that and follow that round. And then you can see where it comes and flicks out down here. You can see. So we've got lots of lashes on this girl. I'm going to sharpen my pencil a bit more. It comes right down here on this one, or it looks like it does. There's a shadow there. But I might just cover that up with the, not the Van Dyke brown, the burnt sienna. So it looks like it comes down too far for me, that eye lid. So we'll just do that and cover it up, and then we can get our flicks back in. Oh, stop snapping on my pencil. What's with you? If you get a nice point on your pencil without it snapping, then you can put all these lashes in, because she's lots. You can see them all over the top of her eye where we've covered them up. Let's try and get these back in without the pencil snapping. Don't snap, be nice. Oh, why? I want that nice sharp edge for here. Stop snapping on me. And then we've got them coming up this way. There we go. And then we can, if you want to outline this little bit, you can do that. And then get the bottom bit on there. Then we do have some little flicks on the bottom. So now we can move on to the other eye, and then we'll put the highlights in. So let me turn you this way actually. Let's find out where this line is going. We're going up here. Let's just map out that bit. Now turn you around. So hopefully when I've coloured the rest of the elements on the page and we've coloured the moon, that blue with that glow, hopefully we can get the glow onto all the other elements. Another emergency vehicle. Get the glow onto all the other elements and it'll all come together hopefully. That's my plan. My plan of action. Right, I'm just starting to flick those lashes now. I'm going to give my pencil another little sharpen. Let's just thicken that up at the end. And try and follow all these little lines. And then we've got a turn on this one. Then the bottom lash line. Some lashes just here on this one. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of this black to the nostril. I've just lost our little nostrils there. Draw them back in. She's looking quite cute now. She's looking quite cute. Right, what do I need to do now? I'm thinking a bit of the pink. Maybe not the dusky pink, maybe a bit of a... We'll try cinnamon. Let's try cinnamon just in the corner of the eyes. Just because the whites of the eyes do have a bit of pinks in the corners and right there. Can't really get into that one, but the edges. Like that, and I think I'll use this on a tongue as well. We'll bring a brighter pink into a tongue as well, but this is the cinnamon to start with. Let's try and get a brighter pink. Let's see what I've got. There's not much options for pinks in here. You've sort of got your very pales, and then there's nothing in between for pinks. It goes into reds, and then you've got, what, magenta? These are purples. Deep rose. I think I might have to see what luminance have I got in here. I might have to use a luminance pencil. Yeah, I'm just going to use a luminance. If you want to use a different pink out of one of your different sets, you can do. There's just not much choice in the lightfast range. So this is rose, whatever that says, 571 in the luminance range. I'm going to use this for a tongue, to get it really bright. Around the edges. And then use a white to dull it down a bit, I think. It is a bit bright. Why are these pencils snapping so easily? Better. And then I'm going to put the whites in the eyes. I can find my gel pen, trusty gel pen. So she had big highlights in these eyes because it made her look like she had little puppy dog eyes. So I'm going to pick some really big areas out for the highlights on these eyes. Doesn't matter if you can't remember where they were. I've probably not put them in the exact same places that they were. Twinkle, twinkle in their eye. It's the best bit. It's the best bit, putting the highlights in. Right, should we say it was around here on this one? Who knows? There we go. And then if you wanted any underneath the eyes, sometimes it makes a nice little glow if you pop a little bit underneath. You don't have to do a continuous line, you can sort of do a broken line, a few dots, and then lines up there like that. And then I'm going to outline these tears. So the teardrops I'm going to outline with the white gel pen. So we've got one there, one there. And then see these little lines now make it look like the tear is coming from there, which is good. And put a few dots at the bottom to make it look even more teary. If you want to, that's up to you. But yeah, that's it for the skin. So that's me, that's part 2. Bit of a car crash, but I don't think it looks as bad as I thought. Now it's got all the features drawn in. The only thing I'm not sure about is the teeth area, because I printed it out on the blue toned paper. The teeth are sort of dulled down, but I know that if I went in with a white pencil, that would look horrific. So what I'm thinking about doing instead is possibly deepen up the darker area. So the black line art that's, you know, around the tongue, I might deepen that up just so the teeth pop a little bit more without me having to put white on there, because I just think it's gonna look a bit funny if I put white in. Also, I think this is a little eyebrow up there, which I'm going to pop in with a brown pencil just before we go, because I've just noticed it. Or should I do purple? No, purple, because we'll do it the same colour as her colour, her eyebrows. I like to do that. I like to do eyebrows the same colour as her colour. So I am just going to turn you upside down while I do it, because I don't want to put my hand in the gel pen we've just put on the eyes. But yeah, it's just a little eyebrow. It's a little teeny tiny little animated eyebrow. And then she's not got one on the other side because the hair's covering it up. You can see her fringe is covering it up on that one. So yeah, that's the skin and the eyes and the face. So that is quite cute. I'm not 100% happy with that skin. Like I say, I don't know whether it's the pencils what don't like this paper, whether I'm just total pants at colouring on toned paper with pencils, but skin never goes right for me on this paper. But there we go, it's not the worst in the world. In part 3, I don't know, what should we start with first in part 3? Should we tackle the clothes? So all the hood, the cloak, the bat wings, the headband and all the clothes and shoes, and do all that? Possibly. So if you did enjoy this video, if you were just here for the chat and the brew, hit that big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.